Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members.
I think he wants me to read it first.
SCR 16 by Zaffarini, granting the legislative permission to adjourn for more than 3 days during the period beginning Thursday, February 20th, 2025, and ending Tuesday, February 25th, 2025.
Chair recognizes Mr. Hunter to explain the resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, this is a Senate concurrent resolution adopted by the Senate yesterday in accordance with the Senate's planned work schedule for this week and next week. The resolution authorizes the Senate or the House to adjourn from this Thursday till next Tuesday. It is my understanding that the Senate and House will both be in session tomorrow. I move adoption.
Chair recognizes Mr. Money to speak against.
Mr. Speaker and members, 1/4 of the time of this session is complete, and we have not begun the business of the state of Texas. I know that you are all working. I know that you're working on your bills. I know that you're working on relationships. I know you're trying to get things done. But historically, priority legislation dies on the calendar, and I fear that the same thing is going to happen again. Voting against long weekends, as we have been doing, tells our constituents that we're ready and willing to work, and that when we inevitably run out of time to provide the policy wins that all of us have made to our constituents, they will know that we stood wanting to get to work. We could take up school choice right now. We could take up property tax relief, water infrastructure, or any of Governor Abbott's emergency items. The Senate, for example, just sent us SB 4, which would give our homeowners significant property tax relief, and it has broad bipartisan support. I'm urging you to vote against another long weekend. Let's stay here and get to work for the people of Texas. Thank you.
All right, Chair recognizes Mr. Harrison to also speak against it.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Members, respectfully, what the hell are we doing? Another long vacation weekend. We have been here 35 days. A full quarter of our session is over, and we have taken a long vacation weekend of 4, 5, or 6 days every single week since we have been here. Let me real quick recap the excuses we have heard for over the past month. We've been told we can't work because the Constitution doesn't let us. A preposterous lie. We have been told we can't work because we didn't have emergency items from the governor. We have 7 emergency items from the governor, and we've had them for over 2 weeks. And we have been told we can't work because we don't have committees. Well, guys, every single one of those excuses is now off the table. We have no excuse anymore. And as my colleague just mentioned, the Senate has already passed bills on school choice, on property tax relief, and I think they're going to pass one today on bail reform. And I will be honest with you, this is incredibly offensive. I would go further and say this is a joke, except that I can stand here before you today and with all the certainty in the world tell you that exactly no Texans are laughing. Texans are being overtaxed. They're having their money weaponized against them, their values, and their children. And let me tell you something else Texans are doing right now. They're going to work. Our constituents do not get paid long holiday weekends. They're working hard, and they expect us to do the same. Please join me in locking arms with all of your constituents all across Texas in opposing this, because I can assure you, your constituents do not want you to vote for another long vacation weekend while they are working as hard as they can to put food on the table and gas in the tank. And while I realize I may be in a minority in this body, let me assure you, I stand with the overwhelming majority of Texans in opposing this. So please join me and my colleagues up here, not just voting no, vote hell no. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Alcoff, for what purpose? Nope.
Yes, sir. I have a question for Mr. Hunter.
Nope. He's not.
Does it, gentleman, yield for a question?
Mr. Hunter has not been recognized. Let me recognize him first. Okay. Chair recognizes Mr. Hunter.
Does the gentleman yield for a question?
Yes.
Chairman Hunter.
Yes.
I think I speak for most of the freshmen in the House that we are very excited about the committees that Speaker Burrows is appointed to, and we're ready to get to work. And I just wanted to know if the body today voted down your motion, would we have the opportunities to start, allow the Speaker to start filing bills?
Not necessarily.
Okay. Mr. Hunter, you've been awarded the chairmanship of calendars, have you not?
Yes. I don't know about awarded,
Okay.
but I've been designated.
Yes, sir. I think are you aware that we're probably going to have a record number of bills filed in the Texas House this year?
I'm assuming we will.
So as chairman of calendars, can you assure us that we will have, if we pass your resolution, that we're going to have ample time to pass the priorities of most of the members of this House?
To give you a traditional response, I'm not advised, but I will work hard to help.
Okay. Thank you, Mr.
Move adoption.
Question occurs on the adoption of SCR 16. This is a record vote required by the Constitution. The clerk will ring the bell. Show Representative Hunter voting aye. So, Speaker Crowder voting aye. Okay. We're good. There being 118 ayes and 21 nays, the resolution is adopted.